thermometer on my pod go up. I was like.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I got a treat for you, and even for me. This is by far the sickest place I've ever ridden yet. Pine Hills in Plymouth, Massachusetts. This place is packed with features. It's just a toy chest. Just 50 feet into the woods, you hit feature after feature. It's got skinnies, teeter-totters, ladder bridges, drops, rollers, jumps, bigger jumps, and even suspension bridge. Be sure to bring your A game here. This place isn't for the easy riders. You want to be an intermediate or advanced or even an expert rider. Every nook and cranny is used. You see a rock ahead on the trail, it most likely a part of a feature or the feature itself. The builders here really know how to use the terrain and streamline the features. Everything just flows. It's a mountain biker's dream. At least my mountain biking dream. If you've been to Pine Hills, let me know what you like in the comments below. The first trail I encountered was kind of like a teaser to what's to come. A warm-up trail if you like. A bunch of skinnies of all sorts of shapes, sizes, and heights. Same for the rollers. Small rocks to large with ladder bridges. And even, quote-unquote, small teeter-totter. Here's that small teeter-totter. I'm normally okay with teeter-totter, but this one coming off the rock just spooked me. I'll have to come back to conquer it. This was about a 6-foot-high rock, with a ladder bridge to another rock roll. I chose to walk across the bridge first. It's nearly vertical, just not in the wheelhouse of my mental capability, but very nicely built. This rock was a feature, as you can see the rollout rock here. It was a bit of a steep angle to try for my first time on the trail. Here you got an option of a drop or a roll. I chose the roll, and even that was quite challenging. I had to walk off the roll as it was just too steep for me. But you can see the well-positioned bridge and nicely placed rocks, making it flow quite well. Here's a view of the drop from the backside. Another skinny thrown into the mix of this challenging tech. Here you have a steep roller right into a jump. And here's that jump closer up. Yet another feature. With almost every turn there is something to session on. Here's another, a drop. But wait, it's a roller too. This was a rock drop to flat, about 4 feet high. These riders had no problem.
About 5 feet, 4 feet.
As they say, you should never go blind over a feature. So let's check it out. This had to be about 6 feet high and nearly vertical. Possibly even higher with the hill transition. Just not in the wheelhouse of my mental capability, but very nicely built. This was a very nicely constructed ladder bridge. About 4 to 5 feet off the ground. I'll have to come back to try it. Was exhausted from all the tech earlier. Finally, I found it. The suspension bridge. Wow, this thing is bouncy and very high off the ground. You wouldn't feel right after falling off this. Ooh. I chose the other features blowing around it. Well, maybe not all the features around it. This was a very large teeter-totter, putting you about 6 feet into the air. As I continued another day to explore more, I was pleasantly amazed and not surprised to find more toys in the box of features. Again, just such a great trail flow into feature after feature. These rocks were well placed and flowed quite well. The only part was this peaky rock that catches your cranks or chainring. I just couldn't get it right, so I opted to bail. This rock was very steep. A rider ahead of me bailed part way up. I didn't realize I need more speed and keep pedaling through the climb. Now this next feature transitioned directly into another, very high off the ground climb. Mentally I just couldn't get myself to ride it, even though the bridge was wide and the roller wasn't that bad. I was just about to remove the camera, but a few riders started to approach. I waited and watched as they made this section look easy. Thanks to these guys, Bob, Keenan, Jay, and Dave, for letting me tag along on their ride. I was able to capture the jumps and some amazing features I just don't have the skill and nerve to attempt. These guys were sick. Sit back and enjoy hitting the jumps with style, and even sometimes not, but still riding it out without incident. These were jump lines named after the Stooges, Mo, Larry, Curly, and Shem. It was kind of a warm-up of jumps to come. These jump lines progressed each time to larger jumps and added features. This feature spanned about 6 feet across and close to 6 feet off the ground. These guys made it look really easy. So after warming up on the jump lines, I was taken to what I consider the pro jumps. Some gaps spanning over 10 feet. Dropping off this feature, you climb a ladder with your bike to start on. Again, thanks to these guys for letting me tag along to capture footage I could only shown in still photos, as this is way, way above what I would be willing to attempt. It was a lot of fun watching them hit the jumps effortlessly and even pull out some tricks.
Yeah.
Check out this one-hander.
Yeah.
Here's that one-hander again from another angle, and once more in slow motion. Even casing a jump, these guys just rode it out like it was nothing. And if you're wondering, no bikes were harmed in making this film. Thanks again for watching. If you want to see where I ride next, consider subscribing, leave a like, and comment below what's your favorite trail at Pine Hills.